think it's working. Okay, I think I know what happened. Let's keep moving. I think I know what happened. I think with the Bella Box thing, if I go to like the cloud controller page on two separate devices, it like messes with the integrity of one of them, and it like gets confused. I didn't mean to do that, but I think I went to it on my iPhone while I was trying to actually get to the chat. Anyway, that's what happened. I took a hat today just in case you're wondering. The wind yesterday was a little too much, actually. Excuse the angles while I put on my gloves. I'm sweating actually so much with this hat on my head. One of the reasons I don't wear hats. Let me try to readjust this while I put my gloves on. Alright. We're on 34th Street. I see some police vehicles coming. Alright. Still supposed to be working tomorrow. At least that's the plan. Alright. It's Lexington Avenue. Let me say hello to everybody. Since before the accident, we'll say. Vegas Walk, Sean Amber, Sharon Potts, Only Me, Sharon Solomon, RJ in Colorado, Abby, Tamara Britton, Christina G, Stephen Shover, Alexandra, the Czech Girl. Also, I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, right? You just made it and then gone again. But we're back. Molly Chamber, Bumblebee, Andre, Authentically Lola, Jean Bolu, good morning, afternoon, sorry, always confused. Andre, good afternoon. Not the best of starts, not the worst of starts, but behind us now. Norella's here. Thank you, Jack Girl. RJ, Little G, David Ballmer, Nabul is here. Good to see you, Nabul. Should I try to squeeze through this little hole? No, I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. Nabul in the south of France. Southern France. I don't know yet if I should be going north or south today. If anybody wants to make a recommendation, let me know. North or south? Or more west, and then north or south. Let me know. Sean T. Minus 40 Celsius. That's the temperature where minus 40 Celsius and Fahrenheit are the same. Now we can go to the middle. Which I'm gonna do. Cottonmouth Sunday. Oh, voice sounds good. Well, who knows? Maybe there's still payments to be made by my body. Jack, I've been lurking, but you're here now. That's what counts. Even if you're lurking, it counts. I hear extra noises, but it's fine. Florian Schwartz, Marlene Fassel. Nicole says south. Well, you're biased, right? Taxi says north. Somebody important went by? Uh-oh. Oh, with the motorcade. Avril Sina Loki, hello. Officially. A lot of people saying north. Some people saying south. But a lot saying north too. Allie's here. Good afternoon. Some like to sit in lurkers lounges. Nothing wrong with that. Expensive furniture where they don't list the prices because if you have to ask, you're not going to be a buyer. More. It seems like there's more from north than south right now. Is that what I'm seeing? What a big as a walk, Sean said. Andrew Walters, hello. Marty, hello. Good afternoon. It's more cold to the south. I guess it depends on where the wind is coming from. I'm wearing a hat, so I feel like I can go anywhere. Cold, extra cold, frigid cold. Arctic freeze. I'm sweating bad. The temperature, air temperature for me having a hat is too high. But the wind, oh, what was that little thing? After the perfection of yesterday, I wasn't expecting that. Marty almost blew away on 10th Avenue last night. Well, last night, or yesterday afternoon, evening, we had the stream where we went on a bunch of ferries, or at least, technically we actually were only on one ferry, technically. I guess I'm going north for now. Moon, hello. The reason, I guess, another reason for going north is tomorrow morning, since we're commuting, we are actually going south. So I guess to not get too monotonous with the routes or duplicative, let's go north. Could walk around a normal. Should I just pick a normal block and walk around it for 2 hours? See how long that lasts. Also, hello, Bear. Don't think I said hello officially just yet. 35th Street. I see he's turning, but he's got at least 15 seconds to go before that light changes, so. The turn. So, yeah. So it's 38, but the winds are strong. Gusting to, I think, 40s at the times. But probably not as bad as it was earlier with the potential snow squalls. I guess one did end up kind of coming, right? Yeah, I was able to get baby commuter to nap, and then I popped out, and then brother-in-law commuter is already there, so when she wakes up, she'll play with him too. So it should be good. Daryl Yannick's in a freezing Chicago. Yeah, you guys are in like single digits negative temperatures in Chicago. Pretty cold. Stex with a full 36 months, 3 years of membership support is here. Good afternoon. Thank you for 3 years. It's crazy to say. Maybe some stolen merch here. I don't know. But yeah, how is everyone sleeping now? And how's everyone's recent illnesses too? Thinking about, well, I'm always thinking about computers. If I'm not thinking about computers, I'm not being myself. It means something's wrong. UK is gonna get snow. Oh, that guy definitely ran a red. I can't even see his license plate. It's one of those temporary plates. I feel like anytime anybody has a temporary plate, it's more on the side of questionable than legitimate. But what do I know? Nothing. We potentially might get snow on Tuesday. It looks like the totals have been all over the place. At some point they said it was going to be even like over 5 inches, and then now it's looking closer to 1 to 2. But the temperature's going to be frigid. Not as cold as the Midwest is getting this week, but only across the street. That Pez dispenser art is in this building still. C-3PO, Abraham Lincoln, Chewbacca, and I guess the Emperor, Darth Sidious. You heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Me neither. Lord Allen got a brief snow shower. Gotcha. Elliot, hello, welcome. Here's the corner of Data Vision. I specifically remember buying 2 things from there in one day. Specifically remember 2. The PC game, Croc Legend of the Gobos, because I was really into 3D platforming games. I did not have a console that could play them. And they did not really release those on computers that much back then. So when Croc Legend of the Gobos came out, I was all about that. And I also got this weird controller. I think it was called like the Rage 3D. But it had like a rotational stick that could be locked down to 2 dimensions and just be an 8-directional like D-pad, but it was kind of like a ball with a switch. Anyway, I'm sure that was a wonderful story. Enriched your lives in ways that I can't even comprehend upon reflecting on my retelling of that story. So, if you would offer me your thank yous for giving you such riveting entertainment in the form of my Croc Legend of the Gobos story, I will accept it. Sorry. David P. Stex says everyone's still sick. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's what daycare does. Black screen for a second again. Why today and not yesterday? Doesn't make any sense. Almost Monday for Stefan. It's a work day, huh? I guess Big's a long shot, but why was there no problem yesterday, right? Including on the boat. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Makes 0 sense to me. Oh, if we don't cross now, we'll get stuck and not able to cross later because of these fences.
They did. So that was a lot at the beginning.
Everything is the same as yesterday, no changes. That's the same exact setup, but different performance. Wow, another weird thing. Hold on, let me, I really hate the idea of taking off my glove right now, but let me take it off. Let me see. Is there like a weird thing? Let me see the temperature of the device. Trying to reconnect to BellaBox stuff. Come on now, let me see it. Oh no, it doesn't bell access token again. It's gonna probably do some sort of weird. No, it's okay. The SOT temperature is like 43.5 Celsius. That's all fine. All right, I don't know. It's the sunspots. Let's just say that. Okay, let me turn on the music, the microphone here, because of the music. Buffering, not buffering, but copyright inducing. You think it's the hat? I knew I shouldn't have worn a hat. Anyway, the microphone is on. At least I'm not able to get through as easily as I was. Not a lot of people, but like, uh-oh. Zamboni time. My new setup does have a little tripod now. Let me take advantage of that, see if that works. It does. But again, a black screen. I don't understand anything of what's going on here. Who's the boss? It's not me. Thank you for putting up with whatever is going on. The asteroid belt is blocking us. It might be. Did I come up with a Zamboni theme song? Not just yet. All right. I'd like to, like, as I turn off, also if we go up this way, the Empire State Building's right there. It's a good, it's a good delay still, even with the latency or whatever it is now. All my tech is interfering with itself. Well, nothing's different between yesterday and today. That's the worst part of it all. Anyway, let me turn off the microphone again because they were about to leave the area. My glove on faster this time because I actually have a tripod holding it up. There we go. All right, turn around. All right, let me make sure this resumes to that level. Okay, good. Yes, we're all out together. Yeah, they're back to doing bumper cars. I'm pretty sure that they wait until after the holiday rush is over so they can put out the bumper cars. Otherwise, it's way too many people joining the skating queue. Oh, Slanky Lex is here too? Good afternoon. Anyway, during the blackouts, do you still hear my voice in those parts, or not really? Man, it's just so weird. On the ferry, there were no problems. I don't know. Like, it was so nice yesterday. I feel like I didn't have to worry about anything because of how little technical problems we had, but it is what it is. I'm getting conflicting reports on the black screen audio. Ah, you're hearing hallucinations. No problem. There's still a good amount of people on 6th Avenue. Actually, 6th Avenue during lunchtime on the weekdays actually gets quite busy. Tony D, hello. Let me cross. The other side has Steinway. We haven't been on that side in a little bit. Actually, or maybe I'll even go up west towards Times Square. Up on 43rd Street. I haven't done that in a little while. I gotta remember to charge my gloves up for tomorrow. I think it's gonna be extra cold in the morning. Anyway, here's Steinway. If you see my reflection, you will see a hat. The pink one is here now. They have the white one where the pink one was last time. Most of these are baby grands. They probably got a few concert grands in there somewhere. And a couple uprights. Fenders moved here. They probably got dispersed or redeployed all over the place. Am I looking for 360 vendors? Yeah, they still have them at Times Square. Imagine they banned them there. Doesn't seem windy where I am. It is a generally windy day, but most of the wind might be behind us now. The temperatures should be dropping substantially. There's a big spread in temperatures between the high and the low today. I think the high was as high as 43, but the low is going to be in the 20s. Taxi was just taking Casio keyboard. Hey, if it works, it works. My only requirement for a keyboard is really weighted keys. .97 efficiency rating in this building. Woodstock. I didn't know they had a Burger and Lobster here. Burger and Lobster is pretty good, but they've gotten bigger. And Burger and Lobster used to have a pretty good concept and a very easy menu. You would never have to worry about. You'd never have to worry about having decision paralysis at Burger and Lobster. They only had 3 things on the menu when they first opened up. And it was just a burger, a lobster, and a lobster roll, I believe. What are you listening to, David? Cynthia, we're using the Pocket 3, and I'm using a separate phone to read the chat now. But the easiest way to do it, if you're going to be doing any lives, I think these days, is just doing all on phone and a gimbal for stabilizing. I want somebody to put a 360 camera on the side of a building. That's the next step. Every single character, all the universes are colliding, and yeah, they got Sonic with Elmo and Olaf and Mario with Christmas Donald Duck taking the photo, someone else trying to sneak in, and then each one of them is probably going to ask for tips. It used to be $20 for any of those 3 items at Burger and Lobster. That was the shtick. You could have a burger or a lobster roll. And it was $20 for any of them. So they kind of took the pricing out of the equation because no matter what you're getting, you're paying the same. And they only had 3 choices, 2 of which are lobster. So if you don't want any lobster at all, you're getting a burger, and that was that. David, I don't know what gave you that impression. I'd be curious to know why you came to that conclusion on your own. Ambrose also likes the photobomb and ask for cash. It's good. It works. What about a lobster burger? I don't know how good that would be. I guess it could be alright. I mean, it's just like a warm lobster roll. Lobster rolls tend to be served colder, right? I'm not a lobster roll expert. There was salt on the street, so it looks like they were trying to be ready in case there was stuff going on today. There was some salt on the road. It's good to see Ron here as well. I'll spin around a little bit, show you where we came from. Again, the ball is still up there for 2024. I actually don't know what happens, or like how long they keep it up for before it's like no longer a thing. You could also just barely see the moon, like right around there. I can't see it on the tiny screen, so I don't know if it'll be that visible on the stream itself. God, David, no worries. And we were standing for the New Year's event just to the left of the recruitment booth over there, so we had a good spot. Is chicken on a burger put on a chicken burger or a chicken sandwich? That's a good question. I've been seeing a lot more videos of that, like famous chef Naboul, you might know him. What's if I can pronounce Jacques Pepin, or something like that, French chef. I kind of like watching his little kind of simple recipes for home cooking. Anyway, I could run across real quick. There we go. Music there was kind of loud. Chris Bates is listening while driving. We will entertain you with my sounds. There we go. Shelly Ann's got some rain. We just got some chilly winds. Not super windy right now, I don't know. But it is windy though, I'm still feeling it. It's probably windier earlier with all the squall. Oh, no, there's the wind. Yep. People's art stands are acting like Dutch put it good today, like sails. You know, on a boat. They just trap the wind and take off. Or a parachute or a hang glide or whatever you want to use. The wind caused another buffer? Uh-oh. Diane likes them also? Nice. Was there a buffer again? I don't know what's going on today. Like, how are we having this much stability problem? Where's this guy going? 50 miles an hour gust during the squalls. Impressive. The ticket stairs are open again. They've been kind of closed recently. Longer than I expected them to be closed. Well, there they are. P-E-P-I-N, Naboul. I think Diane G wrote out his name. We need more testing. Damien, good to see you too. Business commuter's not with me today. She's trying to catch up with some work stuff at home. Robert T. David says it's perfect. Nice. Okay, then I guess what I should do is try to go to that giant M&M video. Go to that little section, always gives me trouble again. She did, Moon. She did. She had a good adventure. Yeah, I think I'm going to go to that little building again that has the little pathway in between buildings, I mean. The plaza, that little outdoor plaza with seating. Because that does give you service problems. Since we are having more issues today, I wonder if it's just if it's arbitrary where it's happening or if I am just more susceptible to buffers in known buffer zones. Anyway, let's just keep moving for now. I do wish I can keep my live screen more live all the time so I could actually capture when things are bad. But like I'm always, because of T-Mobile or whatever, I'm not fully live all the time. Yeah, Taxi, I looked into that also. It was kid cutting. Apparently it was like a coordinated effort to have multiples of those statues throughout the world. And I guess it kind of worked as a as of whatever that was. It brought attention to him. Allie, I don't know. How do I feel? Vibration, I want to make sure. Okay. Good, we're good. Gentleman's Club and Sports Bar. Alright. Yeah, I haven't given him a gimbal yet. He also was feeling a little under the weather. Alrighty. He's feeling a little bit under the weather the other day, so I don't know when he'll be out again on his own. But I have to get him a gimbal so he's not as shaky next time. The light park by the river. Oh, the Field of Light maybe is what you're referring to. The Field of Light in Freedom Plaza by the UN. Yes. And at times they were still talking about having a casino there. I don't think they're ever going to put a casino next to the UN. That just seems highly unlikely. Not Korea. The title should give it away. But welcome, wherever you might be. Been sending German, been to NYC in 1996. What was that, like 28 years ago? Somebody was saying how like they were telling their kid, yeah, decades ago, like 3 decades ago was the 90s or the 70s, but nobody's thinking like 3 decades ago was the mid 90s. It's wild. Like, yeah, if I were thinking, oh, 30 years ago, yeah, like 75, 76, 30 years ago. No, that's 50 years ago. Jen, Claus, glad you're enjoying. I'd like to do more of the later lives. I hope the little plaza's open. It should be. What time is it in Korea? You tell me. I have no idea. All right, here's the plaza. Did I ever check out the Y-files? No, not yet. But keep reminding me because I do need to be prompted. Problem is I can't stay live here. Oh, like my T-Mobile chat phone just doesn't stay caught up. Zemri 78 in Russia. Привет из России. Hello. Ambrose loved the 70s. If only they were still in your memory banks. You're from Kazakhstan. Wait, but your characters... That's not how they write in Kazakhstan, is it? I have no idea. I don't think so. And again, I don't know. Richard Liner, -1 in Chicago. Yeah, we're not getting that cold here. I hear you guys in the Midwest are having a go of things, and that's not over yet, right? It's going to get even colder potentially. Didn't check out the Rabbit AI either. Yep, I need to be reprompted on that too. Thank you. Which one, Bella? Gyro? Guido? That proves Ambrose was in the 70s. He's out, I knew everything? Oh man. If only. If only I could have like a little SD card slot in the back of my head and just keep increasing capacity as new ones come out. Do I speak Russian? A little bit. It is technically my native tongue, but I think when I stopped thinking in Russian, I started to not have as well of a vocabulary and general speaking ability in it. I keep thinking about when that happened, because till a certain point in my life, I only spoke Russian, right? So I definitely was thinking in Russian. But like, at some point I learned English. I spoke English every day for all my interactions, except at home. And then somehow I switched to thinking in English. When did that happen? I don't know. Use it or lose it. That applies to every single thing ever. Maybe, I don't know. -71 in Barrow, Alaska. That's like the northernmost city in the United States, right? Barrow, Alaska, way above the tree line, so there's nothing out there. No. Did I hire someone to take my TOEFL for me? I hired Jason Friedman. Then he failed. I had to get someone else. You looking forward to my comeback lines? Yeah, we're on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Why did they bring back the Osmo name? Is that just something they're trying to stick to their like mobile lineup? The flavors of mobility. Oh, liquid metal. I just saw it on my T-Mobile device, which is a while ago now. So I'm still delayed. I mean, I'm already 26 seconds behind on it somehow. Somehow T-Mobile on my iPhone, where I'm just reading the chat, is just not able to maintain the live. I don't know. But I was able to make it through that weird area where we usually get buffering, right? Somehow there's like not that many people, but there's enough people. Somebody else with a gimbal. Give him a thumbs up. Don't know if you noticed me. Also, I just realized I can't really give a thumbs up. It kind of just looks like this with these clubs. Does that person still think it's Korea? I mean, they must be trolling at this point, right? Because like there's zero of anything here that would indicate we're in Korea of any kind. So if they ask again, I'm assuming it's just trolling, and I guess we've had enough. They took it down yesterday, right? I saw some streams of them turning off the lights, but I don't know that I saw any actual stream of them taking the tree down. Did anybody capture that yesterday? Why did I just increase my it's lowering bitrate? I wonder why. Weird. Только чуть-чуть помню. Can I speak German? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? No, I can't. Oh, I'm in Singapore still. Yes, I'm a clone. Jim Barrows, hello. Yep, we're in Kansas now. You know how the saying is we're not in Kansas anymore? Well, the new saying is we're in Kansas now. Hey, yes, Jim Barrows. We gotta go to Barrow, Alaska. New York Life Vlog did film some of it? Okay. Super Friend. Oh, the Super Friend's turning the lights off himself? Oh, the music is loud. I wonder if I could turn it on with my glove. Ooh. Alright. Well, now the music is, of course, getting lower. Baby Manu Costura, hello. There were streamers streaming the tree getting taken down. I feel like I saw the videos in my subscription feed of the ones that were here until the lights turned off, but then not actually see the tree going down. I don't know, maybe that was just me. Oh, didn't they change the flags out too? They had didn't they have white and gold flags at some point? I don't know how loud this music is going to be, but I feel like it's going to be pretty loud. So let me not stay here too long. The Saks facade still has the Dior holiday decorations on it. I also never realized that building right behind it. Perfect symmetry with the two buildings here and the decorations on Saks and that building behind it. And then behind me is 30 Rock, which is actually not symmetrically aligned with what I was just looking at. See, I'm actually off to the right a little bit. I don't know why I'm getting liquid metal again. But anyway, yeah, it's just slightly off. It's not perfectly centered. I'd have to actually move over. It's kind of weird. It feels a little off. Anyway, maybe I'm just mistaken. Ambrose skates only when it's very cold, so you're wearing more clothes. Cushion. I also could have just been standing off in a wrong spot, but I felt like I was kind of in the middle of the road there in terms of looking at Saks. But why do we keep getting these weird metal things today? Nothing like that yesterday. No change since yesterday. Today's screen. There's somebody sitting in there now. I guess they're just moved the building. It's kind of like the Washington Square Arch and Fifth Avenue. Nintendo stores over there. Yeah, we love NYC's right here. Not that many folks lining up to take a photo. It used to be lined up with the tree behind me, but there's no more tree, though you can still get a pretty cool view if you take a photo. Let me turn the mic off again. I mean, maybe we had a few of these metal things, but it's not too bad, right? It also could be the way I have my phones in the backpack, maybe. Maybe they're like too close to each other. Yeah, so you still have a very building-esque view here, but it's not filled with a tree. All right, maybe I'll go more north now instead of south. I don't know why I went south. I should keep going more north. Person's still talking about Korea as if we're there. I'd like to go to Korea myself. Toka is asking him about the most dangerous neighborhood in New York. I mean, you could just look up crime stats and figure it out that way. I mean, even that's not going to guarantee something's going to be more dangerous for you or not. You know. Just have to be aware no matter where you go in a big city. 1.8 thousand seconds. How many does that translate to in minutes-wise or hours-wise? 1.8. Okay. 1,800 seconds. I need a copyright cloak like the invisibility cloak from Harry Potter. All right, back in the middle here with the music. That's going to be a mistake. Should have just gone to Fifth Avenue. I'll try to just talk over it instead of turning on the mic. See, the speakers all point out towards not towards the skating rink, but towards the wall. Brownsville is number 1 for crime. Okay, well there you go then. Based on crime stats, Brownsville is number 1. Whatever that means to you, that's up to you. You think I already took the copyright hit? All right. There should be bets on that. People should gamble. There should do some. This guy's trying to get people in for a photo and then have them pay him. Yeah, I don't know. There's no reason the signal here should be weird right now. And again, we took boat rides yesterday that had no problems on the East River. So, wow, there's somebody actually sitting in one of those little igloo huts. All right, let me turn this off again. Mic's off. Not yet, Andre. I don't know if they're there officially, if they just sat themselves in there. No, I'm pretty sure you have to be here officially. You probably get kicked out of an igloo pretty quickly if you're not. Actually, I feel like these igloos are getting more use now than they were when this place was super busy. Oh, it looks like it's operated by City Winery also. No Starlink yet. Do you get copyrighted for each individual song? Yeah. If enough of any song is detected, each one of those individual recordings is then has its own entry in terms of what can happen with your stream based on it. Some of them allow you to share revenue. Some of them make the stream completely ineligible to generate any ad revenue for you, and they take it all. Anyway, whatever happened, happened. It's always something. St. Patrick's. What about Martin Lawrence? Anyway. kind of see the Sexton's Avenue. Yeah, there's a good amount of people out here again. It's actually quite crowded on Fifth Avenue. Huh. No sleep at NYC. Well, so you got to take shifts. Ernesto's in Los Angeles. Hello. Crazy Lily had to clean up her copyright strikes to get memberships. Interesting. Because usually, if you just get an audio thing that's automatically matched, usually nothing really bad happens to your channel. I'm surprised she actually had problems with that. Even prayer that I did, that I think it had like 30 different copyright things. Like it says, this does not affect the state of your channel at all, despite having 30. So it's interesting. Ah, yes, thank you. Thank you for letting folks know when I stream. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday are my usual commutes. About 6 a.m., 6:15 a.m. New York time is the start. And we go for about an hour and a half those days. I go at a much faster pace. You'll see a much different view of New York than this. We are in the touristy areas during a lot of these afternoon, evening commutes, just so you can kind of see what this looks like if you were to ever visit. Let me go west again. I don't know. We go on Fifth Avenue. Well, let's go back to 6th. Pretty busy for a Sunday. Regular. But in general, it feels pretty busy anyway. Like it's still a good amount of crowds in the city. Subway exit here for the 53rd Street station. Everyone's just showing up out of nowhere.
How much does it have? 20 or 40? 20?
Sounds like it's $40 for a hat. It sounds like if it was 20, the guy might have actually bought one. He probably should have just accepted 20. Alright, I guess we're gonna go through here. Plus the car's coming out. Alright. New York Public Library's here. It's a fancy public library. Social construct, yes. Dusty, glad you're enjoying. It's an 11-month anniversary of your knee. Awesome, RJ. I can't believe it's been that long already. It feels like it was just yesterday. You were telling us you're going for surgery. Wow. Do we think we'll get snow this year? I mean, they claim there'll be some snow this Tuesday. Again, the totals for that potential have changed a bunch of times since they first said it might snow. The MoMA's right here. It's a fun museum. I recommend it. You could also go to the MoMA Design Store right across the street. Maybe uses, I'm not sure. T-Cash said it's snowing in Boston. To what extent? We know that Allie's in Massachusetts. How close to Boston are you? There's the Salt Bay restaurant. At least it's an expensive one. Nusret. But, there's Salt Bay. Didn't he kind of cancel himself by getting a little too famous or something? Allie doesn't see snow. Yeah, didn't he do some like weird things, like come out on a soccer field and like start hogging the World Cup or something weird like that? Dipped into the metal. I'm gonna go west a little more. Why not? We are in 53rd and 6th, which is like where the halal guys kind of got huge. Lines were very, very long at some point. They're not super long right now. That was a lot of chicken being cooked up. But it's still a pretty long line considering you're waiting online for a street vendor. But they are very good. I think I like the cart better than their brick and mortar location. They have one on 14th and 2nd. I don't know if they have any others. Anyway. Noah loves chicken on a stick. I feel like we talked about this. What is your food truck specialized? Like what's kind of the general theme and what's like your number one specialty? Line shrinks when Adel shows up. Yeah, and they're a little bit more south on 6th Avenue, right? They tend to be closer to 30 Rock, if I remember. Chicken on a stick. Christian Gabrielson likes sushi. Me too. Smash burgers with Star Wars and sci-fi names. Truck's called Rocket. That's pretty awesome, actually. I feel like I should have heard that before. I should have registered that before. We're at 6th and a half Avenue. We could see how much of it is open. We're only on 53rd Street. Should we go all the way to 50? Well, let's start from it and then go through. Let's do all of 6th and a half Avenue, or how much of it can be open on a Sunday. But that's pretty awesome, though. I like the sci-fi themed food truck. Alan, what's up? Is Salt Bay good? I don't know. Never had it. It's probably overpriced because of his internet fame. As a theme, but that got shut down as far as I remember. So we're on 6th and a half Avenue right there. Like 6 3/4. So I'm just gonna go to the technical start of it. Though there is like an urban food place, you can technically go even farther south. But the official start should be here. One black again? Come on. I think the original purpose of 6th and a half Avenue was to help reduce some of the congestion on the main streets during high pedestrian traffic times. Yeah. So the Urban Hawker, it's like a little food hall. You can go through there. Why is it all blacking out still? I just don't get it. Anyway, let's go back north. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me use one of these tables. I want to check something. All right. Should be more half avenues? Yeah, it will be interesting. Oh, did I lose one of my hotspots? Really? No, I didn't. So why did it look like I did? Strange. I think looking at the hotspot screen makes it worse. It's okay, Ambrose blacks out sometimes too. Am I near the Seagram building? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where it is off the top of my head. It's probably another one of those buildings that somebody told me where it is, and I just forgot about it already again because, you know, goldfish memory. All right, we're on 6.5 Avenue. Yeah, we're blaming sunspots today. Seagram's on Park Avenue. Got it. What streets? Let her go, and then I'll go. Because I do have a stop sign. 53rd, 54th, and Park. 53rd, 54th, and Park. Okay. Well, I don't know. I was kind of going to go more west after we finish 6.5 Avenue. I would like to keep my stream as close to live as possible on the chat phone so I can tell. Anyway. It's just so weird that we were out on the water yesterday on the ferry for like a good 40 minutes without hitches. Maybe I do need to figure out a way to make that BRB screen work. Flacco even near Riverside again. Steve Parker, hello. How did that bird keep moving around? It sounds like he rarely ever goes near where he was actually living in the Central Park Zoo. I went to this restaurant once. He just likes the sound today. Well, I've been using the same sound setup as I had the last times I've been using the Pocket. I switch to the wireless microphone every once in a while when things get too windy or there's too much background music. But yeah, it's like he never wants to go back near his prison. This fan's really going. I guess, Ron, but the water, you know, in general has less coverage, and I'm crammed in a boat with a bunch of people who are also starving for signal, you know? Anyway, we're going to try to finish 6.5 Avenue at least. Get through. There it is again, liquid metal in here. This pathway always does that. Let me know if you can hear me during it. Ron blames the statue. Were you able to hear me during that one or not? And there's one more, I think, because we're on 56. It goes to 57th, I think. But it may or may not be open. I guess we'll find out. Also, that sign got damaged by a truck, it seems. So my phone's on limited data speed. Not that I know of. Unless one of my plans did do that to me without me knowing after all the streaming we've been doing. Maybe. Alright, another building to go through. That might mean we have more hiccups. Let's find out. Ambrose here, static from my bumpers. That's my other channel trying to get in. Also good to see you, Roxanne. No snow, Darren. There was a bit of a snow period earlier, but none that I was able to get out for. Anyway, we've reached the end of 6.5 Avenue, kind of right at the edge of Billionaires Row here. Where are we exactly? 57th Street to 6.5 Avenue. That's pretty exact, right? Park Hyatt, New York. And the Living Room Bar and Restaurant. Is it really cold? I don't think it's really cold, it's just really windy. So it just augments the briskness of it all. Maybe I'll pick up the pace, go west a little more, then go a little south, and go east, and then hopefully I'll get hungry for dinner. Kasim Simmons gonna ride an e-bike today. I don't know, an e-bike? If you're gonna be using a fully pedaled bike, you know, maybe if it's a slightly electric assist, maybe. But if you're just gonna ride on a bike and press a button, I feel like it might be a little cold. If you're just sitting in the wind and not moving your blood around. RJ, good to see you. I'll be working tomorrow morning, so I was looking south. Yeah, I would say if you're going to be doing actual pedaling, maybe. What's for dinner today? I don't know. Mrs. Commuter said she would figure it out. A log cabin. Did I miss something? Leftover Domino's? No, we sent them home with a friend of ours. What in going on there? Is this the Brooklyn Diner? I like it's called a Finer Diner in the little subtitle there. Yeah, we sent the Domino's home with our friend, so we wouldn't be tempted to eat more. It's the perfect temps to ride a bike with only a Speedo. Yes. For shrinkage purposes. Panera's $1 a soup? Nordstrom. Never been inside Nordstrom. Actually. Again, black for a few seconds? I don't understand any of this. Oh, I thought about doing Uber Eats as a gig. Nah. I don't think it would, yeah. I don't think for me it would be worth it. I don't know why he went black again. It's like so strange. Today, so many problems. Yesterday, barely any problems. Like, I don't even know if there was even a single problem yesterday. Mets or Yankees, I don't follow baseball too much. But I had a good friend who really liked the Mets, so we'll say Mets. Okay, the wind is up. I don't know what the microphone situation is like on the DJI right now. What? Polar bears went for their plunge during the squall today. Nice. Are they going to be out the next couple of days? I'm assuming so. They're polar bears, so they'll be out in the in the frigid temperatures that are coming soon to New York City near you. All right, I'm gonna pick up my pace a little bit. I feel like we can cover more ground today if I just move. Pop's Pizza, finish line ends here. Yeah, I wonder if they'll be out again when it's even colder out. There's Bear Burger. They have multiple locations now. There's a Turkish restaurant that I've never been to. Abba? Am I using a mic muff? No. Maybe now is the time to turn it back on. Alright. Now I turn on the microphone with the windscreen on it. I think this street heading towards the west side is the right time. So now we're on again. You let me know if it's better. The polar bears in Brooklyn are always doing their thing when it's cold, right? What do they do in the summer? Do they come in with like an ice suit? You could hear me more with the wind. Interesting. Yeah, this is the microphone that doesn't offer as much city noise, but it might reduce some of the extra wind noises better. Oh, 9th Avenue should change in our favor soon, so let me pick up the pace to make sure I hit it. Kasim likes the summer in New York. I like that we have variety of all the seasons here. I feel like it's something to look forward to, you know? By the time like the end of February hits, you're like, you're kind of done with the cold temperatures. And the good news is it's about to be spring and the temperature's gonna start coming up again. And you know, like by the time August rolls around, you've had enough of that humid city heat. And you're ready for a change of pace. But hey, good news. It's almost autumn. So I kind of like I like the opportunity for change. Two months of winter feels too long. We're Marty's neighborhood. Hello, Marty, in your neighborhood. Oh, we still got to get rid of our tree. We should have got rid of it earlier this year because it died so early. Oh well. Hereditary, I guess you're in Saigon. Hello. Yeah, pretty much, Georgia. That's what it is. And spring tends to be my favorite season just because the temperatures are more comfortable. I'm not always sweating. I'm not always cold. Everything is springing back into life. Huh? You know? I like it. All right, almost at 10th Avenue. Oh, the light should be changed again pretty soon, so let me pick up the pace so we don't have to end up waiting. I at least want to see a little bit of sunset colors by the west side since we're at Subaru. So we're already going there anyway. Swanky's got to work on a Sunday. Or is it already Monday? Oh, it's Monday already where you are. Monday's technically a holiday here in the States, but I'll be working. Bagel market, not open. Probably have earlier hours. But yes, good to see you down there. Down under. Coffee shop. Hilarious. Auto Tech Collision. Oh, they do have a little garage. I was wondering, it would be kind of weird just to have like a little shop with no garage for collision. This is Monday? No, in Australia it's Monday. That's where Swanky Laxer is. Okay. Here we go. Wind is still windy, as it would be. Cup of soup. Oh, Nightbot got you. You've been Nightbotted. But some kind of soup would probably be pretty good today. I feel like the next couple of days are going to be very good ramen days, or maybe some pho. Light's about to go to red on 11th Avenue. Looks like it's probably slowed down a tad, so that I don't have to wait too long just standing there. Fried ramen. Aren't a lot of ramen noodles also like fried? Ooh, ooh, oh, jeez, ow. Some sort of particles hit my face pretty strong. I don't know if it's the salt that they poured earlier or some other dirt, but man, that really, oh man. Some of the signs are also like hang off to the side. It's very windy out here. Norell's been taken over by Maddie. Whew. That is a wind. All right, I'm gonna pick up the pace. Get to the west side here fully, get to the Hudson. Oh yeah, something is, like the salt is whipping into my face. There's the wind. I don't know what you're hearing now, but there it is. Whew. You can see his pants? Which do I prefer, the east or the west side? I've always had a bias for the east side. How do you hear me over the wind right now? Is it possible to hear anything I'm saying? Whew. I hope there's nothing loose out here. It is windy. My nose is running, absolutely. You could have a Rolls Royce here in the wind too. My eyes are running too. You guys hear me well over the wind? All right, great. I guess it's helpful that the microphone is like perpendicular to the wind, not head on. I feel like if I was wearing like a microphone facing directly out, this wouldn't really help. All right. Hudson River. Some of these doors are probably hard to open too. It's a dine-in cinema here. That's pretty cool. Eat your food, watch your movies. I should have crossed left sooner. There's no way to cross into the Hudson side. Oh, Norell did a membership gifting before you had to go. Appreciate it, Norell. Lisa asks, congratulations. go to the other side. Can I switch back to the windy mic? I mean, I could. I don't know if that's what you want. Whew. Oh, it was Maddie who ended up doing the memberships? Thanks, Maddie. All right, gotta fight the wind a little bit here. Hopefully the pocket gimbal holds up. On Tester said it's just cold. Well, yeah, I don't think you could say it's warm, even with the caveat of relative. Have I watched any anime lately? Not really. I know Mashal Season 2 came out. I kind of like how ridiculous Mashal is, but I ended up reading the whole manga, so the anime is just like a bonus for me. Ah, the father. I hope Baby Commuter listens to me at your age, too. Am I trying to be funny? I don't know. I don't think I ever really try to do anything. I think I just become ridiculous and hope for the best. All right, let's see if there's any cruise ships in. I think James and Carlo were showing off some cruise ships in Miami, including like the biggest one, the Icon of the Seas or something. You guys saw the little crescent moon? The sliver of moon is here. Man, this is a big street. And I'm walking at a good pace, and I'm gonna be like I made it with seconds to spare there. Sunset Pier 94 Studios is what that wall says. Almost in February already. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. January's halfway done. Yeah, my face is good and so I don't know, what is this Sunset 94 Studios? Pier 94 Studios. This is gonna be like a new actual studio for recording media? Yeah, looks like it. Pretty much. I guess that's pretty cool. I don't know. Was this a studio before? Oh, can we look inside? It actually looks kind of cool. Hey, there's somebody in there. Are they working today, or is that guy even supposed to be in there? What are you doing? Hey. Tommy, who's doing that? Why do you feel the need to tell me not to do that? I think I'm, do I seem like that's what I do? I don't know. Are we gonna get a blizzard this year? I don't know. It's supposed to be an El Nino winter, which I guess makes it a little bit warmer, but the last time we had a ton of snow in an El Nino winter, like in 2009, I think it was. So, I don't know. Bear in the Garden says no cruise ship on the radar. I'm pretty sure I saw a cruise ship over there. If I'm mistaken, I'm mistaken, but I was pretty sure I saw one. Aunt Esther does not want a blizzard. We're supposedly getting some snow Tuesday, we'll see. Public restrooms and park space. All right, cool. Like Pier 57, all right. Yeah, isn't that a cruise ship over there with that letter C on top? So, C for cruise? No. Maybe Carnival. Have I thought about running the NYC Marathon? I'd really be interested in walking the NYC Marathon. I'm not really a runner. But if I can like live stream the marathon, I'm pretty sure I could walk it at a decent pace. I mean, like, you know, that where I wouldn't be in the way as they're cleaning up kind of a pace. But I don't know how to get into it. I guess I have to apply through the lottery and still potentially pay money. But I'd like to. I think it would be a cool thing to do. Ambrose has run like 1,000 marathons. I learned that from Yoange's channel. It would take me 8 hours. I'm pretty sure I could do it a little sooner than 8 hours, I think. Because we did the Great Saunter, which was 32 miles in under 10, and that's with like multiple breaks. And I would not do any breaks during the 26-mile marathon. I mean, that looks like a decently sized cruise ship over there. That's a Carnival. It's fun, Italian, I think it's called the Venezia? Carnival Venezia, I think is the name of this ship. If anybody wants to look that up. Victoria, good to see you. Have a good day. Good night. See you in the morning on my end. Yeah, it's a huge ship. I mean, I don't know. Can anyone look up the size of the Carnival Venezia as it compares to like other huge cruise ships? Because it's big. Look at it. Tennessee's gonna get some snow. Wow. Look at it. That holds at least 10 people. Sorry. I won the 400-meter dash while sitting on my sofa. I was quick on my sofa back in the day. Like horizontal skyscrapers. Pretty much. I mean, it's like bigger than the Intrepid. They're just hotels on the water. Do cruise ships have casinos in them? Allie doesn't want to go on that big of a cruise ship. You don't want to get that norovirus. Wasn't there some video of some cruise ship with like backed up sewage and like dookies flowing up and down the hallways? Sorry, I know that's the visual people were hoping for when they joined the Walking Commuter live stream. Anyway, anybody look up the Carnival Venezia? Is Concord back at the Intrepid? I just looked at the back of the Intrepid. Well, it was never on top of the Intrepid. I was looking at the back of the museum on the ground, but I did not see it. It normally is all the way in the back where that crane is, to the left of it. $4,000 guests. Big Belix in New York hanging out. Welcome to the stream as well. We're just chilling out in Maximum Luxnall, cool, and just walking down the Hudson. I got in a fight, my mom got scared. So I'm moving my auntie and uncle in Bel Air, I guess. I don't know. Shouldn't have gotten in that fight. Park closed, but it's not closed. It's just an extra thing. Anyway, here's the back of the Intrepid. Pittsburgh RPG has been on 2 cruises. I've been on 1 as far as I can remember. And that was like when I was young. with my mom's. 5,000 people on one floating thingamabob. But like, how big does that Carnival Venezia compare to other big ships? Like, how big is the Icon of the Sea? That's the one that James and Carlo were saying is like currently the biggest on the water. Like, what's the size discrepancy between the Venezia and the Icon of the Seas? I'm sorry. Morello's on the Intrepid. Aren't you supposed to be working? Where's this Maddie? Well, at least I didn't lie about the wind in my title. It did get windier. The Venezia is not a mega ship. It just looks so big when you're up close. But I guess that's what cruise ships are. Nate watched Oppenheimer. I still haven't seen it. But you're saying it is good. Icon's almost 1,200 feet in length. So it's what, got like a 200 feet on the Venezia? Or so. Yeah, I think it's gonna get windier and colder. That's the other thing that's happening. Is this wind affecting flights at all? I'm just curious. I know planes are built to withstand wild winds, but I think it makes landings not very exciting. Well, maybe a little too exciting is actually what I'm trying to say. That's right, Charo. In fact, I walked over the land bridge. No. Javits Center with its extension on the north end of it. Hudson Yards visible behind it. Nice reflections with the now essentially cloudless evening sky. Starbucks or Dunkin'? I don't know. I've always been particular to Dunkin' because it was like cheap. But I feel like Dunkin's not cheap anymore either, so I don't know. I guess they both got reward programs, right, if you pay with the app, so whatever's closest. As long as I can order in advance to pick up, at least that's my draw to the you know, the big name coffee stores, so we can order to pick up in advance. When you're really in a rush, you don't have to wait on the line. But if I want a better coffee, I'd rather go to a more local, less chain-like place. Yeah, Ali, it must have been absolutely terrifying. Oh, Motto. Motto is the place where if you use the app, everything is $2.50 or something like that. But if you buy stuff in person when you walk in, I think the prices now vary. It used to be like $3 instead. Any mom and pop old donut shops in the city? I think there's some in like Brooklyn, like in the Little Poland area. New York Waterway ferries over here. Have I tried Blank Street coffee? I have. They've been popping up everywhere too. They were pretty good from what I remember. Carnival Venezia's number 66. Thank you for getting me that exact. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Thanks for finding that, George. And number 1 is the Icon of the Seas. Woo, woo. The Metro cards are more expensive, and Metro cards are also going away in favor of Omni. But I guess they'll be having like Omni cards or something now. I don't even know. Because you have to tap to pay to get in. I mean, the air temperature technically isn't that bad, but with the winds, it is quite chilly. Pier 78. There are some other posts in the NYC subreddit that were showing that the Hudson River levels were quite high last night too, or yesterday, like overflowing onto the little park at Riverside. Sightseeing, Gray Line. That's some PlayStation stuff. Is there going to be another God of War game with the same like universe at the moment? I'm assuming they're going to go to a trilogy to kind of end it all. Pier 76, big park. Go in there, read the little billboard signs, learn some things, go to the end and walk back out. But I'm going to just keep going south. It's already 5:06. I bring a wind catheter. I should have. At least it's sunny at 4 p.m. now. Yeah. The days are getting longer. Leonor in Mexico City, it sounds like. Hello. Welcome. I enjoyed Mexico City when I was there. Are any yachts allowed in the Hudson? I think so. I'm not really sure. But I think they are. I don't know, I feel like he could have gone. He technically has the, but I guess he really can't go anywhere else once he's out there because the cars on the west side are still going. West Side Highway or 12th Avenue, whatever this is. Georgia Mays with a $2 super chat towards any warm drink. Georgia, thank you for that support. Appreciate it. We'll definitely go towards a warm drink. Thank you. And it's also your first super chat on the live stream, according to this the little information that we're getting here. So thank you for making us your first. Wizard of Iz is here. Deep Locket likes the nightfall. Joyzy. I see a plane flying. That is true, Allie. Very good. I guess just missing headlights. It is getting a little dark now, but maybe the auto mode didn't kick in yet. All right, thanks again, Georgia. Welcome and congrats, and your kindness is very much appreciated. Hudson River Park trash mobile. It's got really tiny little wheels. Nate's on the basic commuter level is what it says. Thank you, Nate, for your membership support. Let's see if there's any bicycles. Nope. The moon's getting brighter. Javits Center. I don't know the next thing that I'm going to go to there. I think the auto show is kind of the next big thing going on there. So I'm thinking maybe I should try to get in on the auto show and try to live stream it with my new setup. Are they building a lot of new tall? Well, Hudson Yards in general is kind of built up a lot of very tall buildings, very glassy and reflective. Auto show is all for Ron. Ron's going to identify every single car. The legend of the BMW driver. if there's an event, $70 for 12 hours to park in this lot. $10 oversized fees. I mean, it's an outdoor lot. You charging oversized fees? Man. Alright. Highline will be a good wind test. Do I have time for that right now? 5:10, maybe. Let's see. Would they close the Highline if it's too... Oh, there's another little metal glitch. Would they close the Highline if it's too windy? Parking is very expensive in New York City. It's going to fall or blow away this day. Well, thankfully there's no wetness on the grounds today, but it's never guaranteed, so I'm going to keep the pace up a little bit so I can actually do the Highline. The thing is, I could potentially be doing the Highline tomorrow, since we are walking south also, but it's going to be even colder, I think. Oh well. Oh, there's a boat show this month at the Javits. Maybe something to consider. I mean, there's stuff going on there now. I just don't know that it's like a huge event for folks. Like, you know, when the Comic-Con's in town, that's huge. Auto show's pretty big too. I guess the dog show goes there also? Where are they? I don't even know. Whew. Sean wants to recreate my slip. Maddie already made a short out of it. Mars One White Angels here. Hello. Oh, dog shows at Barclays now. Okay. I see. If I don't cross here, the next actual crosswalk's not for like 2 blocks. Hiya! Oh, that was my little jump up the curb sound. Oh, there's like no cars. Might as well go now so that by the time these cars have their light, I'm not going to be crossing in the middle, wasting their time. Even though I'll technically have the light then, but you know what I mean. Made for TV dramatization. My fall. Can make an AI thumbnail of my fall, or recreate it somehow. Bald Russian guy falls on the Highline during slippery, snowy weather. What was that? Oh, why is this guy backing up? No, you're not exiting the driveway. You're gonna go drive around. All right. Georgia thought my fall was rather graceful. That's kind of you. I mean, the fact that I didn't get that injured, I guess, is somewhat of a testament to that, I guess. Oh, Santa's gone. No more secrets for Santa. He's back at the North Pole. And he took all his secrets with him. Hey, there's like a whole barricade over there. What's going on? Did like part of the Highline fall, part of the vessel fall off or something? Because it looks like it's completely blocked off. I can't get around it. At least on the edge here. Is there anything that says what's going on? I guess not. All right, we'll go around. I have good intentions or resolutions. I mean, nothing like too wild. Just I try not to like make those really. Just try to be better and hope for health and happiness. That's really it. I don't know. They have it all blocked off. I mean, someone has jumped from this before, and that's one of the reasons. Well, the primary reasons that it's been closed. because of that. But I think this is either demolition related or some other stuff. No one's been allowed on the vessel in a long time. The portion of the Highline that I fell on was hospitalized for 3 days. All right. Easter secrets are next. Oh boy. Oh, you think it's just for taking down like the lights on the trees? Maybe. And other decorations. 1.5 miles to Highline. All right. We're almost on it. Question is, can we get around this group without getting too stuck? All right, here we go. Probably won't be super crowded on the Highline right now, but you never know. You know, the pink trees over there. Not as bright as in the daytime, but I do like seeing that on a gloomy day. Absolutely, Bagels and Walks. Sean, thanks for highlighting. We do take it seriously. And with all the resources available in this day and age, which I'm kind of glad that it's becoming less of a stigma to discuss mental health. Definitely take advantage. Felt the vibration. Okay. Nothing to address right now. 22, hello. I was trying to warm myself. Well, I'm gonna go back home after this. I guess we're just doing a final test of the wind on the Highline here. I don't know if I'm gonna go on the whole Highline. Maybe whole half. That's a major scale. Not so much, Samir. We've had 2 years of like no snow. Maybe this Tuesday. Maybe this Tuesday. Watch some fancy lives of some fancy people in the windows off the Highline. The stairwell's closed. Someone has a Star Wars pinball machine in their apartment. Come on. Now you're just rubbing it in. Where are we going now? Asks Ashat. Just down the Highline, not too far south.
I really like you and your friends.
Yeah, the moon's really brightening up in the darkening sky. George, I'm glad to be of some help in a difficult time. My condolences.
It's okay.
Still tons of scaffolding on this section of the Highline. I don't know when they'll ever reduce it. You would think in a place like the Highline, any scaffolding would be, you know, the reason for the scaffolding being put up would be swiftly addressed, but you know, you never know. Do you have any plans to do any major walks this year? I mean, I think you already kind of know how I am at planning. I kind of just decide I'm going to do something ridiculous and just do it. Like, nearly impromptu. Though it would be nice to do like the Great Bridges Walk. We do have to figure that out, Sean. 35 years, that's wonderful. Some others still, okay, I don't feel so bad. Some other folks still have their trees up. But I do think we have to get rid of it early this week before the building gets mad that we drag needles through the hallways. And like, what are these people doing dragging these needles in the hallways? Beggars and Walk Sean will do the Great Saunter officially. Good. Do it. Do it now. Yeah, see, they took their privacy a little more seriously. They have those room dividers up rather than curtains. It's like a half curtain from the bottom, but I think that's not a bad way to go about it. Super nice apartments, though. I mean, they better be for the prices they're paying.
You made it seem like
Spencer, hello. UK, it's bedtime. I may start heading off the high. Let me start heading off the Highline because it's getting close to dinner time. I don't want to be kind of stuck and then too far. But it looks like the Highline was all right in terms of winds and service today. The worst part of the service usually in between those buildings. We made it through there, so that's good. I think this is what, 23rd Street? Perfect. Perfect. Back in the city. I'm assuming a lot of them are condos, so a lot of them could be rentals also, which wouldn't technically be a condo or a co-op. Michael's in a frozen Iowa. Yeah, all you guys in those states in that region are having an extra cold go of it. Got to play Slipknot on the Highline. I have shown myself. It's just not going to be super easy on this device right now. But you can go to my secondary channel. I'm always up in the corner on there. And anyone with recent live streams, you know, minus the New Year's Eve and the midnight one. Wind noise wasn't crazy, and it's usually wind tunnel. Yeah, it didn't feel super windy. It felt much windier when I was walking west on 57th Street. That was much windier. So if the mic was able to handle that, then I'm pretty satisfied. I can probably turn off the microphone again. Let me do that. All right, we're back on the regular internal microphone with the DJI Pocket 3. Let me know if you care for it or not. Ken's curious where everyone is right now. We have people all over the world, which is awesome. Do I have a car? I do not. I used to, and I'm thankful I don't need one. If I do ever need one, the zip car is usually sufficient, and it's not at the point where actually using a zip car is more expensive than the expenses of owning a car or leasing a car or whatever, based on how rarely we use one. Would we use one more if we had a car? Maybe, but still not worth it. The sound now also gives you the stereo effect, so if I move my face around the microphone like this would give you a stereo effect, especially if you're on headphones or on some sort of a surround. Well, not a surround, so if you had like good speaker separation in your front speakers, you might be able to get some separation there. Georgia, good to see you again. Thank you again for your support. We do appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon. I love driving in Manhattan. Oh yeah. Last time I had to drive a rental car in Manhattan, I almost exploded every blood vessel in my head. What a fun time that was for my sanity. You hear the jacket rubbing right now?
I would, like when I watch it.
Really? I guess you might be able to because this is much more sensitive to the microphone. Almost at 500 likes, Narelle reminds us. Let's get it going. Max it out. Johnny 5 Live does like more city background noises. I mean, I figure a lot of people tuning in do like that, but when it's very windy, this microphone just isn't as good for managing that. Even though it does have some sort of software wizardry wind reduction on, it's not going to make up for windscreen. Have I been to many countries? I feel like growing up I went to a bunch. My mom tried to get me to see the world as much as she could. What major street do I consider to be the busiest? 57th, 42nd, 23rd, 14th. Because while 42nd Street kind of goes through, southern part of Times Square, I actually feel like 34th Street tends to be one of the busiest to traffic. 57th, 59th, also a little bit because of the bridge, but 34th I can see so congested at times because I guess it's right next to Penn Station, Madison Square Garden. Dallas Barbecue's having a busy Sunday evening. I mean, most of the Manhattan is at least, like a grid. So it's just numbers, streets and avenues that are numerical. There are some street names, of course, but even I'd get lost in those in neighbors for minutes. So I'm not sure if that's the exact question that I'm answering, but... Oh, CJ McRobbie's here. Missed you before. Raining in Brisbane. Oh boy, you need your hands. Thanks for stopping in. We should be live tomorrow morning for a commute. Which landmark in NY have I visited the most? Well, even places like the Empire State Building, I've only really been to a handful of times. I mean, there's not much need for me to go on my own to spend money to the top of the Empire, but if it's like taking a kid or a person visiting, I'd go more. But probably the Empire State Building. I mean, I don't think museums count because museums, switch around things sometimes. I've definitely been to the American Museum of Natural History a lot, but I wouldn't count that so much as what you probably intended with the question. I've walked the Brooklyn Bridge many times. But I don't know. I guess you would count that, and you don't have to pay for it. Out of all the things you can do here, there are so many that you don't have to pay for. Central Park, Brooklyn Bridge, a lot of places. Just walking around, and I highly recommend doing that. Because considering how much money you spent probably on travel and just staying here. Anyway, that's right, Frontier. I'm working tomorrow. I've had a lot of Mondays that I wasn't working, so I think. And I want to have some time off in February too, so I want to make sure I get some of my Monday work in. Staten Island Ferry is free. That's true. And you can see parts of the, from a bit of a distance, you can see the Statue of Liberty. And I think they've built up the area in Staten Island where the ferry lands, so you can kind of walk around there a little bit too. And that's nice that you have that option. Because either way, you do have to get off the ferry before you get back on. You can't just stay for a round trip. You have to pop off and go back on with the other boarding passengers. Justine, hello. I am a landmark, that's right. Have I ever run across the Impractical Jokers? No. Mrs. Commuter has. A few years ago now. Seven children on Monday. Are you working tomorrow? You gotta go to sleep. Connection better since leaving Midtown. I mean, it's good. I just don't know why it was bad or that bad at all today compared to yesterday. But I guess different variables, different factors. You know, we were in on boats rather than the city for the most part. But here we are. Molly enjoyed the sunrise from Central Park. Yeah, I think that was last Wednesday. Last Wednesday. Mars Worldwide wants more likes. Angel needs them. I would like them as well, thank you. If you'd be so kind, I do appreciate it. The Cowboys are in trouble. Says the teeth shall be gnashed. I'm not going to make it across 6th Avenue in this light. Well, if I slowed down a little bit, maybe by the time I get there, it'll change again. Do my legs get sore walking? It would have to be an extra long walking day for them to get sore. Like if I did maybe 40,000 plus steps, I may feel some extra soreness. But I do a lot of like extra exercises on my non-commuting days now with weight vests too, so I do my strength for the legs those days. Well, what has Narelle done? Oh wait, MN and Narelle? MN gifted memberships, 5 of them? Wait, did MN somehow gift a membership to MN? That's kind of funny. And Johnny 5 and Jim Rain and 20 Dragonfly and Tombot. And Narelle also did a gifting of the memberships. JV Ives. Thank you, MN and Narelle. Much appreciated. Very, very kind. Thank you. The Walking Commuter Lottery. Presented by MN and Narelle.
Excuse me, you know what Home Depot is?
Home Depot is right over there where the flags are. Sure. It's always nice when I know exactly where something is. And if you heard the way that she asked, that's exactly how we want to be asked directions in New York. When somebody approaches you like, hey, can I ask you a question? Like, that makes us immediately wary. It's like, oh no, what are they gonna ask for? But if you can get the question out almost immediately, we love it. We want to help. We just don't want to get sucked into a something that involves more than just answering one question. One time, one of them tried to ask me like, hey, cats or dogs? I'm like, depends on how they're prepared. It's like, ooh. edgy. Sorry, I know. Do you have a minute? No, I definitely don't have a minute. A couple of times I've told them, if you can keep up with me, you can talk to me. They've opted not to. Dusty said, I replied like I've been waiting for that question. That's true. I've been waiting for somebody to ask me where Home Depot is for so long now. And I'm so glad someone finally did. Flatiron building, still covered in, actually I think it's more covered than ever in netting around the facade. Or is the southern border not so covered? For some reason I thought it was only like the tip that was covered. Maybe that's just the way, yeah, that's kind of what I remember. The southern face of the, not the southern, the eastern face. Gosh, sorry. Eastern face. So third time's the charm. Georgia boy, hello. I think the Flatiron is still vacant. I just see various lights on and empty. So most likely still empty. Is there a nightlife in New York on a Sunday night? There's nightlife in New York every night. You can find it every night. Yes, some nights are more prevalent for finding nightlife in more areas than just like the usual hotspots, but that's one of the things about New York. If nightlife is your thing and you're ready for it every night, you can find it every night. Went black again, huh? Interesting. Don't know why. At this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Wind alert's extended to 10 p.m. And I'm kind of happy that it's not continuing overnight. I don't really want to walk in even colder temperatures with strong winds tomorrow morning. Dog runs over here. PetSmart right across the street in case you need extra supplies. Still don't know the story behind the black screens today. We're so close with yesterday's flawless stream. But maybe I need some updates. Again, maybe it's something to do with Bella Box Cloud, Bagels and Walk Sean. Maybe I do need to take that out of the equation. You know, I'm very confident in my home internet reliability and speeds. Maybe I do just set it up there. Take the extra servers out of the equation. Forecast for 7 a.m. tomorrow is quite cold. It's kind of cool though. Right now with the moon, you could actually see the outline of the rest of the moon that's blocked by the Earth's shadow. It's actually pretty cool. No one likes the extended wind in the mornings. Yes. These flags are going wild on the side of that building. Anyway, the tree used to be right in the middle of here. If you walk right in the middle, you can hear a weird echo in the middle of this thing when you're right in the center. I'll demonstrate. Let me see. So when you stand right here, right in the center, it kind of sounds like you're in an amphitheater, toilet, or something. You should probably be able to hear it a little bit. But yeah, kind of a cool effect. And it's only right in the center. As soon as you leave the center, it goes away. Alright. Flatiron, the moon. It's a nice shot. And again, hopefully the Pocket 3 with its low light capabilities is doing a pretty good job highlighting this. Oh, you guys couldn't really hear the echoing? Oh well. I was hoping the microphone could pick it up. I think it picked it up last time, but maybe I probably need to put the microphone like right where I'm standing. I don't know, the wire usually is pretty good. I haven't changed the wire since but maybe with my glove the wire's extra finicky. Oh no, I'm not even holding it. I'm holding it by the tripod. This thing allows a little tripod at the bottom. Anyway. Listless reception did hear a little bit of the echo. Nice. Bill Damasi, hello. George H heard the echo on headphones. Yeah, I'm assuming if you're on headphones, you're going to get a better idea of the sound subtleties that I point out. Including when I'm trying to do this to give a stereo effect by excuse me. Oh, how about... There we go. Oh, you're a listless receptionist. Listless receptionist. It's kind of a tongue twister. Listless receptionist. Listless receptionist. The moon is bright. This is not the iPhone 15 right now, and I don't have the Pro Max with the super zoom lens on that one either. I can do it on my Pixel. That does a pretty decent zoom, and it has extra like super zoom software fanciness, but I should add pigeon sounds for the end screen. I could just record my own little thing of pigeon sounds and just make it play on loop. The BRB screen probably also needs pigeon sounds, right? And I probably need to figure out a way to do the auto BRB screen. I have to figure out how to do the home server of Bellabox. Maybe I'll ask it in Discord. I'll ask it in Discord. Might be a good place.
Exactly. You have to take the stairs, right?
2,000-piece puzzle of this photo. Oh boy. I mean, when they make jigsaw puzzles, don't they just print out the entire picture on a giant, like, cardboard and then use a cutter to just cut it all into the 1,000 pieces or whatever they use? It's kind of cool. Is it true that the more south of Manhattan, the colder it gets? I don't know. I guess you could be more prone to wind the closer you get to the southern tip. You know, you're closer to open water, maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Not something I can definitively tell you personally, though I can definitely theorize about it. Anyway, thanks everyone for joining today. Hope you enjoyed this Sunday evening, afternoon trip around Manhattan. We got some wind. We went to the west side. We went to the Hudson. We saw some cruise ships. We saw the Intrepid, Times Square, Rockefeller. No tree. Tree's gone. Saks still has their little Dior facade up. No more lights or light show. And no Ode to Joy. We saved the Ode to Joy with the exercises for Friday mornings. So you have to wait a little while for that one again. But tomorrow we'll still be walking kind of in a southern direction. I'll see what time we leave and what I have to cover to see how we walk. But yeah, about 6 a.m. New York time tomorrow, depending, is when I plan to be out for the commute. But yes, of course, thanks everyone for joining. Appreciate Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon, memberships. Welcome new members. Thanks for the lotteries as always. Narella and MN were big supporters and lottery providers. So I thank you. Subscribers, thank you for listening. And you're not subscribed, think about it. Thanks for your thumbs. I'll take them if you haven't given them yet. You know, thumbs up or down. You have to be true to yourselves. If you're not happy, thumbs down is okay. Thank you, George. You too. And of course, big thanks to the mods. And yeah, so that's about it. And we'll see you tomorrow morning for our commute. I don't like that I can't end the stream by just stopping the pocket. I have to kind of like do this whole extra little thing, which is fine. It's just a different routine. So it means I definitely have to take off my gloves and do this. Anyway, thanks again, everyone, for joining, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Till then.